I'm not sure what he's about. Got told to get out the kitchen. It smells good though.
That's the main thing. Getting pampered today.
I'm not sure what he's about. Hot dog.
Right, just turn Zoom off. No. I think I just lost connection. Are you there, guys?
We can hear you.
Yeah, sure. I connected up to YouTube and lost my connection on Zoom, but I think I'm back now.
And
Okay,
I fell out for some reason. I ain't got
yeah.
my camera on.
Okay, we should be live on YouTube now on the Bureau of Forefront channel. Did you get this one? Just stand by a minute, guys. Yeah. Okay, good evening, everyone. We'll start the training session in a couple of minutes. We've just got a couple of members having problems getting into the waiting room and into the Zoom room. So just stand by for a couple of minutes. Let's hope these members can get in okay. Looks like they're having problems. Are you getting the same? Yeah, okay. Okay, welcome everybody to Sunday evening training. Thank you for being patient. We've got a problem in the back office with the waiting room. Somebody's trying to get in, they can't. They're trying multiple times to get in. I think that's what the problem is. Let me remove them and see if they can try afresh. I don't really want to start the training until they can get access, if they can. Okay, one's gone. We've got confirmation on YouTube, yeah? Yeah, great. And yeah, with the right, okay, there's another one coming in. Okay, Sergeant Deborah, I think we'll start this evening's training session with the TFA programme and the updates regarding the AP2K pack. What do you think? Think that'll be a good place to start?
Yeah, that should be okay.
Okay, I think that person's either left or they've finally got in, so I'm going to just mute everybody. I should be okay. Right, okay. I'm on live, aren't I? All right then, guys. Let me just see if we can spotlight. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sunday evening's training session with the Bureau of Forefront. Thank you for turning up this Sunday evening. Hope you've all had a good weekend. What we're going to do this evening, we're going to start with the latest update from Daoversal regarding the TFA program. Okay, now some people here, some members may or may not know about the TFA program. And what that is, it's a program that Daoversal has launched and offered all members of Hypernation Hyperverse the ability to recover their pending rewards. Okay, so the TFA program that was launched a few months ago, up until last week, only catered for members with 5,000 pending rewards and above. But this week, this last week, they've introduced a smaller pack at 2,000. Okay, and what we've been busy doing behind the scenes today is preparing a slide deck to accommodate the changes. So let me just share my screen and I will be able to share that with you guys. Okay, yep. And I'll put that down the bottom so that I can see where you guys are. Minimize that. Okay, guys, right. Okay, here we are. Here's the slide deck for the TFA program. It was originally called the Focus Repayment Assistance Program, the FRA program, when it was Satoshi AI. But when Daoversal came on board and offered a helping hand to Hyperverse and Hyper members, it was repositioned and is now labeled as the Targeted Financial Assistance Program, the TFA program. Okay. So what is the TFA program? The TFA program is accessible to all users in Daoversal. Now we've got the TFA and the TFA Plus. Most members here this evening will be looking at the TFA standard. Okay, the TFA Plus is accessible to TFA Plus registrants by Satoshi AI delegates only. Now that's those delegates that purchase the Apex Nexus or Quantum packs. Okay. We're going to focus on the standard, the TFA standard this evening. So that's accessible to all users in Daoversal, and it has a release rate of 0.15%. Okay. Now I'm going to do the alternative way of training, and I'm going to look at the slideshow, and then I'm going to go across to the website into my back office to show you exactly what I'm talking about so that you understand it that little bit easier. Okay. Now, the execution timeline is not really something to be worried about because the TFA has already gone live. Okay, so this is just the steps of transferring from our assets from Hyper Community across to Daoversal, and then the TFA goes live. So we've already surpassed that phase 3. Okay, so moving on, you can see here that it covers the Hyperverse and Hypernation community, and assets can be moved to the Hyper Community website. And from there, the pending rewards and HPT can be transferred to Daoversal. The pending rewards are the equivalent of DU credits on a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, so if you've got 5,000 pending rewards, that will give you 5,000 DU credits or DC credits in this instance. So you can use your DU credits to subscribe to assistance packs. Now that should be DC, to be fair, because the DU is a different thing. I'll speak about that later. So what are the assistance packs? Now, originally these were called Pack A, Pack B, and Pack C. And all members had to start with Pack A, but that's changed just recently because of the introduction of the AP2K at the top here. And what that means is that they've reduced the pending reward pack to give that offer to more members with less than 5,000 in pending rewards. Okay, so let's go down a little bit. So what does that mean? AP2K is for those with 2,000 or above. Okay, so it would cost you 2,000 credits from your pending reward. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go across to my account in Daoversal, and you'll probably have an account like this. And in your assets and deposit account, if you've transferred your pending rewards across from Hyper Community, you will see them under your DC deposit account. Okay, so they will be there. That will be your total amount of DC credits that you've brought over from Hyper Community. Okay, so going back, all members have the ability to purchase one or the other AP2K or AP5K, depending on what is suitable for their needs. Say, for instance, you've only got 3,000 in pending rewards, then it's clear to see that you would only be able to afford the AP2K pack. Okay, so you would purchase them from your pending rewards. going back to my website, this is what you would do. You would click on TFA, and when the website updates, there's the AP 5K, there's the AP 2K pack. Okay, now it says the value there is 2,000 and the rewards is 3,000. So that means you get a 1.5x return on that 2,000 value pack. Now clearly it says sold out there. Okay, now this is something I wanted to tell you guys as well. The packs are replenished in the back office every 24 hours. Okay, there is 1,000 packs added onto the system at 8 p.m. UK time. That's GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, which is equivalent to 10 p.m. Africa time. And I do believe that's 3 p.m. EST, that's America. Okay, if I've got them slightly wrong, I do apologize. But as far as I'm aware, that's right. 8 p.m. UK, 10 p.m. Africa, 3 p.m. EST America. Okay, keep checking back, and that will come on sale again as soon as they're filled up. Okay, due to it being rather busy and the early days of it being launched, obviously they will sell out within those 24 hours. So the quicker you can get that bought, the better, and the quicker that you can get in this process. Okay, so going back to the slide deck, so quite clearly you can see that members can purchase the AP2K or the AP5K only as a starter pack. You can only purchase one. You can't purchase both at the same time. Okay. The AP50K and the AP500K are for further down the line when the others have paid out. Okay. I'll give you an example of that in a moment. So the total rewards are 1.5x, meaning, like I said on the the example in my website, if the 2,000 pack, if that costs you 2,000 and you get a 1.5 return on it, the whole amount you will receive is 3,000. And clear enough to see your 5,000 pack will give you a 7,500 return. Okay. The subscribe count is one of each. Now, let me explain this to you guys. Say, for instance, you've transferred your pending rewards across from Hyper Community. You've got them in the Daoversal ecosystem on the website. You can see them as DC credits, and you've got 7,000, say. Now, it's your choice completely whether you start with the AP5K or the AP2K, but you can only choose one at once. Okay. And once you've chosen that one, you won't be able to choose that again. That's what that means. Okay, so your subscribe count is only one. So clearly you could choose the AP5K first and then the AP2K once that reaches 100%. Okay. Now the market rewards multiplier is 2x on each of these packs. I'm only focusing on these packs, guys, because the 50 and the 500 are further on down the line. So we're looking at the beginning of the TFA pending rewards recovery, okay? So the market rewards multiplier is 2x for both packs, okay? So that is for your downline. If your downline's active, if you've got a bronze planet and you're receiving rewards from that, you'll get a multiplier of 2x, which will help speed up your TFA program. So what's the daily release rate then? Say you've bought your pack, your AP2K for 2,000. Your daily release rate on the TFA standard, which is what we're demonstrating this evening, is 0.15%. Okay, I'll show you further down in the slides how much that will be per day. For the TFA Plus members, they're the delegates, the Satoshi AI delegates, they will be on a 0.2% daily release rate. Okay, and that's during the charging period. And then it goes up to 0.6% for both, okay, the TFA plus the TFA standard. So I'll go back to the website to show you exactly what that means. Okay. Now I've got my TFA AP5K pack here, and I'm going to click on details to show you exactly what 100% charging is. Now, 100% charging is the cost of the 100% is the cost of the package. So the 5K package obviously cost me 5,000 DP. Okay. So the charge rate, if it was 100% charged, this green bar here would go all the way to the end. Okay. And it would be reaching 5,000. Okay. So it's 100% charge rate is the total value of the pack, not the 7,500, just the 5,000 that came out your pending rewards. Okay. Now the withdrawal activation is at 30%, like you can see here, indicated by that red line there. Now I've charged my pack up to 26.01%. We're nearly there at the withdrawal stage. Once that reaches the withdrawal stage, then you are able to start withdrawing small amounts, of which I'll demonstrate in a moment. Okay. Going back to the slides. Okay, sorry, I missed a bit here. So just to note, each pack has a daily subscription limit on a first come first serve basis. Now what that means is, don't forget, there's 1,000 AP2K packs. Okay, and once those 1,000 have gone, they'll sell out, and then you'll have to wait until 8 p.m. GMT for them to replenish them packs with another 1,000. Okay, and I do believe they've done that to make sure that the system is running smooth. All right. Note number 2, it is required to commence with pack A first. Now this needs changing as well, because you do get the choice of the AP2K or the AP5K. It's your choice entirely. Okay. And upon completing the charging process, you may proceed to the next pack. Okay, so what that means, I'll explain that before I move on. So my TFA pack, the AP5K, once it reaches 100%, which is at the end here, so I'll have reached the 5,000. Okay, at that point, if my pending rewards was higher, well, let me have a look and show you. Deposit account. Okay, in my DC wallet, I've got 4,500 nearly. So what that means to me is that my TFA, because I've got the AP5K, that only indicates that the AP2K will be available next. Okay, I won't be able to afford an AP50 or 500, and don't forget, I can't get an AP5K even if I had enough, because the quotas is only one. Look at the bottom, you're only allowed it one time only. So after this one has run out, the AP5K, once it reaches 100%, I will go for the AP2K and subscribe to that. Okay. Can move on from there. So every assistance pack provides a 1.5x return of the pack value. So don't forget, guys, AP 2000 gives a return of 3,000. Okay. The charging period refers to the duration during which the release amount has not reached 100% of that pack value. So it's 0 to 5,000 or 0 to 2,000 respectively. During the charging period, the daily release rate is capped at 0.2% or 0.15% for TFA standard. Okay. After this period, the daily release rate increases to 0.6% for both TFA or TFA plus. Okay, so that goes up in value. Again, I'll show you that in the next slide. Number 4, assistance pack daily rewards, land tax, planet referral rewards, market rewards, and 10% of the land staking daily rewards can all shorten that charging period. Now, what that means, guys, is it speeds it up, because the more credits you accumulate, it adds it up to that charging period. So let's say I think the 30% charging period on 5,000 is 1,500. Okay, so the more credits you get, the quicker you reach that 1,500 milestone of 30%, at which point you can start withdrawing. Okay. At number 5, users are required to collect all the DU points or DP points on the assets page under My Rewards or on the land page and charge the assistance packs within 24 hours of collection. Otherwise, you may lose those points needed to charge those assistance packs. Now's the time to go back to the website and explain that briefly to you guys, okay? So when you log in, we recommend logging in every day. Okay. Now you are allocated 120 hours. So say for instance, we have a problem where we can't get you logged in or the website's down for maintenance or something like that. You do have a little bit of leeway. There's 120 hours before the system stops giving rewards and waits for you to collect them. Okay. So what do you do then? So we recommend you log in every day, make a habit of it. You go to your assets tab at the top, and then you click on My Rewards. Okay. And if you've got rewards ready to collect, this collect now button, sorry, will be green, and you'll be able to click that and it will collect your rewards. Now, this has changed somewhat over the last couple of weeks because it used to go straight to the TFA page where you could charge your pack. Now, it doesn't on my system now, and it might not do on yours. So what you need to do is collect them. Okay, so that's step 1, collect your rewards. Then you go and click on the TFA tab, at which point you can click charge now, or you can scroll to the bottom and find your pack and you can charge it from there as well. Just click the button, it'll pop up. Now, my account balance is 0 because I've already charged mine up today, but you'll have a balance there and you can charge it with a button at the bottom. Okay, I think you have to put your transaction password in to activate that as well. Okay, so don't forget, guys, first step is to collect, second step is to charge. I've seen quite a few members saying that there's nothing to charge. I've had my pack for 4 or 5 days and it's not charging. Don't forget, guys, you've got to collect it first. So it's to your assets tab, and then to My Rewards and collect first. Okay, moving on. We did that bit. Number 6, users can withdraw funds once that assistance pack reaches 30%, that red line in that bar, reaches 30% of the pack value. For example, AP5K at 5,000, you can start withdrawing at 1,500. I gave you that example a few minutes ago, okay? So your assistance pack subscription will cost you 5,000 of your pending rewards in your DC deposit wallet, okay? You will start to get a release rate of 0.15% 24 hours after you purchase that pack, okay? And that equates to 7.5 daily. So that's 7.5 DU. Equivalent to, but don't forget, DU is 1-to-1 with the US dollar. So that's the equivalent of $7.50 daily into your release, into your charging bank, okay? And that continues at that 7.5 daily, right up to 5,000, which they class as 100% charged, okay? Don't forget the green bar. As soon as that's full, that's your 100% charging rate done. Now, don't forget, guys, you get a 1.5 release rate on this. So at that point, you've got an additional 2,500 credits, but you get a release rate of 0.6%, which is 30 a day. That's 30 DU a day. That's right. That equates to 210 a week. Okay. So that's our aim, guys, to get to 100%. Okay, and you get that 210 a week every week, or sorry, 30 a day every day until the 7,500 is fully released. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. Let me just go through this disclaimer. The above is an illustrative representation of TFA standard, don't forget. Most of the members here is TFA standard. The underlying principles apply equally to the TFA plus, differing only in the release rate during the charging period. For example, TFA standard is 0.15, TFA plus is 0.2. But don't forget, guys, once it reaches 100%, both the standard and the plus get that 0.6% release rate at 30 a day. Okay. So moving on, you start with nothing. Okay. You have to reach the 30% mark, which is 1,500. You hit that 5,000, which is the 100% charging. At that point, you'll get 30 a day until everything's released at 7,500. Okay. Now, I don't want to miss the bit. I'm going to go back to show you guys that once you reach the 100%, let me show you in my account, go to my TFA. This is a really good bit, guys, and I want you to understand how this works, okay? So you can see clearly that my charging rate is 26%. So let's have a look at the green bar. And this is how this works. Once that reaches 100%, okay, that goes up to 0.6, which offers me 30 a day. But what else can I do at that point? I can then purchase that AP2K. Okay, I've already got my 5K up to 100. I can then activate that. As long as you've got enough pending rewards, you can subscribe to that at 100%. So you're getting 30 a day out that AP5K, while AP2K has started that process to reach that 30% of that pack. Okay. So let's go through this charging period, 0.5% release rate. So your daily rewards is your pack value multiplied by 0.15%. That's the equation. That's how the maths is worked out, guys. So say, for instance, your pack value is 5,000. You multiply that by your daily release rate, which is 0.15%, and that's how they come to 7.5 daily. Okay. Your withdrawal begins at 30% of that charged amount, which is 1,500. Don't forget on your green bar, guys, there's a red mark to indicate 30%. The withdrawal amount, the charge amount, multiplied by 0.5%. Now, what this is day one of your withdrawal amount. So once you reach that 30%, this is how this works, okay? So once you are able to start withdrawing any funds and any assets, this is how it works. On day one, they take the charge amount, which is 1,500. They multiply that by the 0.15%, which is the TFA standard rate, which equates to $2.25 or 2.25 DU, okay? Now, don't forget, guys, you get 7.5 a day, which will be still added on. So day two, you will get 1,507.5 multiplied by your daily release rate, which gives you that additional small amount. So as you can see, day one, day two, day three, day four, you're increasing the amount that you are able to withdraw. Now, don't forget, guys, it's always best to build that up, because otherwise it'll all be spent in gas fees when you want to withdraw it and put it onto your exchange, okay, or in your wallet. So be careful, and just be aware that there will be a gas fee to move that out as well, okay? So after your charging period, so that means 100%, once it reaches 100%, the release rate goes up to 0.6%. So how do they calculate this then? So your daily rewards is your pack value, which was 5,000, multiplied by 0.6%, okay? And that's how they come up with the 30 daily. Now, at that point, it's fixed at 0.6% of the pack value. So it's 30 DU every day, Okay, it doesn't go up after that, it stays the same. When the charged amount is at 100%, the daily release rate becomes 0.6%. Okay, so the withdrawal amount is the pack value multiplied by 0.6% on day 1, day 2, day 3, and so forth. Okay, until the whole 7,500 is withdrawn, released. So the disclaimer, the above is an illustrative representation of TFA standard again. The underlying principles apply equally to the TFA Plus, differing only in the release rate during that charging period, 0% to 100%, okay? And there's your release rates again, 0.15 for the TFA standard and 0.2% for the TFA Plus. Okay, so that's the end of that slide. Let me just go back to my back office and just make sure that you're aware of what you need to do. So every day, guys, every morning, if you like, when you get up or when you log on, first things to do is collect. So you need to go to your assets, my rewards, collect your daily reward. Okay. Once you've done that, go straight to your TFA tab and click charge now. Now that should be green, or you can scroll down to your my TFA package and you can click charge there as well. Okay, just to go through the details with you. The green bar there indicates how much you have charged your pack up. Okay, once you reach that red line there, that indicates the 30% withdrawal activation, at which point you get that $2.25, $2.26, and so forth, all the way up to 100%, which would reach that end stoppage there. Okay. All right, guys, that's the TFA plan covered, I think. Don't forget, let me just go back. Don't forget, they're not called TFA Pack A, B, or C anymore. They've changed to AP2K, AP5K, 50K, and 500K. And they're relative to the pack values of which you purchase out of your pending rewards. Okay. All right, guys. Now what I want to do is just go across and have a look at some of the land plots that members can purchase, and this is another way that members can help to speed up their TFA. One of the first ways is to purchase land plots, okay, because your daily reward gives you 10% of your daily reward goes towards that, building that daily release rate up. Okay, so this is what they call the Daoversal Game Plan 10th edition. Okay, an ecosystem of endless possibilities. Now, the disclaimer is fairly straightforward and always the same. We do not offer financial advice. Members here are here to just view the presentation, and the offer of what we're showing is available from Daoversal. We don't offer financial advice. We just educate members into what the offers are. Okay. So moving on to the bit that you need to know is the platform tokens. I'll go through them. There's two types of token. You've got your DU, which is the initial token that you will be working with the stone plots. Okay, now it's a stable coin which is pegged to the USDT, US dollar tether, on a one-to-one basis. It's a reliable digital asset and used for trading, remittances, and store of value. Okay, so the DU is what you'll be using and receiving your daily rewards from stone plots. Okay, for bronze plots and above, you will be receiving what they call the RC token, the resource coin. Now that's pegged to the DU. As I say, that's pegged to the USDT. So in balance, it's the same. It's the same as one-to-one with the USDT. Okay. Future development: A, resource marketplace; B, game space, and more benefits for holding more RC tokens. That's something that we can look forward to in the future. Moving on, I don't want to go into the planets because they're not on sale yet. That can be in a future training session. Okay, we'll go through this. So what have we got? this is an introduction to land plot sales. So if you're looking at not becoming passive, everybody can be passive where they just leave their TFA to run out with their daily rewards and not be interested in Daoversal, and that's perfectly okay. Jonah, the CEO, has said that's perfectly fine. You know, the TFA is there to help you as long as you log in daily, have a look round. The engagement is important, okay? But for those members that want to look into speeding that TFA process up, they can start looking at purchasing land plots. Now, this isn't as bad as people think, because a stone land plot you can purchase as low as 10 DU. So that's equivalent to 10 USDT. Okay, so stone lands you can purchase between 10 and 100 DU. Okay, bronze land 101 to 300, iron 301 to 500, and so forth. Okay, so they go up in different size values. Okay. Land staking benefits, you earn daily staking rewards. So if you stake 100 DU on a stone plot, on a stone land, okay, you get a daily reward. Okay, we'll show you the chart of that in a minute. And you can earn generative rewards as well from your downline if you choose to build a team. Okay, stone land, so that's this one between 10 and 100 DU, is an indefinite reward. Okay, so there's no 3x on this. You get a reward in DU tokens every single day, forevermore. Okay, bronze land and above give you a unique daily release rate. Okay, and that's paid out in RC tokens, the other token that I just showed you. And you get a maximum of 3x reward on those plots. That's bronze, iron, industrial, and electric. Okay. Land subscription limit campaign. Now, this is something that I'm going to tell you about because there is a campaign going on for Christmas at the moment, but under normal circumstances, members would be allowed to host one of each plots of land. That's one stone, one bronze, one iron, one industrial, and one electric. Now, when they released this 10th edition, there was a campaign going on at 2 stone, 8 bronze, 6 iron, 3 industrial, and 3 electric. But because it's Christmas and Daoversal are super excited, they've upped those land sales to, let me get this right, 2 stone lands. So people can purchase up to 2. Let me tell you about that before I move on, because this is something that people get confused because they say, well, you're only allowed 1 stone land. So I thought we could have them forevermore. That's correct. If you take advantage of this campaign and purchase 2 stone plots, okay, you can indeed keep those 2 stone plots indefinitely. They don't run out. But if you unstake from them, you would then default back. If you would unstake from 1, you default back to the 1 stone. You couldn't purchase another unless there was another campaign on the go. Okay. So bronze land, for the Christmas campaign, they are allowing 12 plots per member, not 8. Iron, 9 plots instead of 6. And industrial and electric, 5 plots per member. So 5 industrial and 5 electric. So when does that campaign finish? That campaign started 2 days ago on the 15th of December. And it finishes on the 15th of January. So that's 2 weeks into the new year, guys. So there's plenty of time to save up some money if you like, have a look, see what's on offer. And if you think it's going to benefit, speed up your TFA, then the opportunity is there for you to take. Okay. Now, just to cover the campaign and how this works when these plots run out, once you've received your 3x from these plots and the campaign is no more, you will revert back to your 1 bronze, 1 iron, 1 industrial, 1 electric allocation until they release another campaign. Okay, so you purchase them within the campaign date, and then you can keep them up until they completely exhaust and release their 3x. Okay, so don't forget, you get a 3x on all of these plots, not the stone, just the bronze, iron, and above. Okay, so moving on. Release rate. Okay, these are the release rates for the bronze, iron, industrial, etc. So I just told you about the stone land. The stone land plots have a fixed rate of 0.6% indefinitely. So if we do a quick calculation on this, if you were to put 100 DU on a stone plot, okay, and you got 0.6% daily, that would be the equivalent of 0.6 DU daily, which if you look at the USDT, that's the equivalent of 60 cents a day. Okay, and don't forget the campaign says you can have 2 of them at the moment. So that would be $1.20 a day indefinitely, as long as you don't unstake. And I've got to stress this, guys. Let me show you in my back office. I've seen way too many people sorry about unstaking. Basically, they clicked the button, didn't realize what they was doing, and now they can't do it anymore. When they click unstake, there's a stone plot, look, Stone Age plot. It's staked 100 DU. If I was to unstake that now, I would cash that in, I would receive my stake amount back, but I wouldn't be able to stake that plot again. Okay, I lose that ability. Not only that, but the planet owner loses the ability to have a staking on that plot. Now there's 1,000 plots on every planet, so that reduces their allocated amount to 999. So it's a lose-lose for not only the planet owner, but for the plot owner as well. So unless you know exactly why or what you're doing regarding that, be very, very careful about that unstake button, guys. Okay, we don't want any more people making that mistake. Okay, so you've got your 60 cents a day on 100 DU stone plot, and that's indefinite. But we did say that the bronze, iron, industrial, and electric, they all offer a 3x. Okay, so the 3 times that amount before it gives you it all back. Okay, now this is released on a unique release rate. So how does this work? So 2 days, 48 hours after you purchase your plot, whether it's bronze, iron, industrial, or electric, you will start at day 1 up until day 10. So the first 10 days, you will get the release rate at 1.5%. So depending on how much your staking amount was, let's say, for instance, 250 on a bronze land, okay, you would be 200, sorry, would that be the next one up? I can't remember the amounts now, but 250 multiplied by 1.5% would give you the release rate. That's for your first 10 days. Okay. From day 11 to day 30, your release rate would go down to 1.2% based on that staking amount that you put on. Okay. Day 31 to day 60, it would go down to 0.8%, and day 61 onwards until you've got that 3x back, it will go down to 0.4%. Now, some members have said, oh, that's not a lot, but think back, guys, to Hyperverse and Hypernation, when, let's face it, it's 0.6, 0.7 max. So these release rates are quite fruity, if you ask me. Okay, and don't forget, you'll get at least 0.4% until the whole amount, your 3x, is paid back. So if you stake 300, you're going to get 900 back. Okay, and the worst it'll be is 0.4% for as many days as that takes you to get that back. Okay, guys, I want to pass this on to Sergeant Meng now. Sergeant Meng, are you in the house?
Yes, I am.
There we go, Sergeant Meng. I think you wanted me to show slide 15, sir. So the mic's all yours, sir.
All right. Okay, so today we'll dive into the Daoversal ranking system. So it's your very own map to cosmic rewards of recognition. Where you get confusing charts and cryptic symbols, this explanation will be as clear as a nebula on a moonless night. Think of ranks as a milestone on your Daoversal journey. Each level unveils new rewards and unlocks your full potential. But how do you
Meng,
climb
you've gone
this?
very quiet, sir.
Is it like, can you hear me still?
Yeah, it's fairly quiet, sir. It went quiet. It was all right to start off with, but then it went really quiet.
I can hear him
Can you
on
hear
this
me now?
side.
Okay, go ahead, Meng.
Okay. All right. So each level unveils new rewards and unlocks your full potential. How do you climb this ladder? There's two crucial elements that fuel your ascent. Number one is land ownership, which is the heart of your Daoversal empire, which means that you have to stake on bronze land and above, boosting your rank progression with every acre you claim. Activity and contribution. Daoversal thrives on participation. By building your community, this creates your tiered structure, the stepping stones to reach to each rank. Think of them as fuel gauges measuring your Daoversal dedication. All right. And then if you can go to the next. So here we go. And as you guys can see here, Novus requires, there's no downline structure. It's just your passive, being a passive member. But as you move down, or move up in rank, it requires you to start building a team. So with expert, it requires one downline, that is active from tier 1. Elite requires one downline from tier 1 and also one downline from tier 2 or 3. Go ahead and to the next slide. And then as you can see, going from master, it requires 5 downlines for your tier 1, 10 downlines from your tier 2 and 3. And moving to epic requires 10 downlines from tier 1, 30 downlines from tier 2 and 3. And legendary, once you start getting down to legendary and mythic, that's you're talking about creating, a large scale of, downlines. So things to consider about: the user must have an active downline count. Downlines must own at least bronze land or higher, and at least one of these land must not be completed. So if you have someone that has bronze, and that bronze expires, you could potentially lose that rank until that individual, buys that bronze land again. The user must own or have previously owned all land types corresponding to that rank. So as you're moving up in rank, it does require that you have to purchase a specific type of land. So just, keep that in mind. All right, so user rank entitlement. Being a passive user, which is going to be novice, there is no market rewards. If you want to fast track boost your TFA charging, that's where it requires that you would want to build a community under you, and that starts off with expert. So once you hit the expert rank, you are entitled to 3 tiers of generative rewards. Then you move down to elite. That gives you 6 tiers of generative rewards. Elite is very, very doable. So it doesn't require much to get to an elite status. and then it starts to get a little harder once you start trying to acquire the master, the epic, the legendary, the mythic ranks. So as you can see, master will entitle you to 8 tiers, epic would be 10 tiers, legendary be 12 tiers, and mythic will be 15 tiers. The generative rewards, and you can see in this diagram where the percentages that you'll get. Tier 1 is 20% generative reward ratio. Tier 2 is 15%. 3 is 10%. Tier 4 and Tier 5 and Tier 6 will be 5%. And then Tier 7 going onwards to 15th will be 2%. So generative rewards is distributed in RC. Your user rank determines your generative reward from how many downline tiers you achieved. So your downlines must subscribe to bronze land above, like what we said earlier. You have to have bronze or higher in order to also receive generative rewards, and your downline has to have bronze or higher for you to receive generative rewards. So market rewards is based on the system pack you purchase. You'll get a market rewards accordingly to it. For example, for instance, AP2K and AP5K, they both get 2x for market rewards. Generative rewards, it's a daily reward that flows into your account as long as your community purchase bronze or higher land. So the higher your rank, the deeper your tiers expand. So that's where it'll help you. And the thing about generative rewards and market rewards work hand in hand. So when you hear us talk about market rewards and like 2x, 1.5x, that's the that's what you get for market rewards. It's market rewards is your generative rewards multiplied by that. So for the AP2K and the AP5K, your generative rewards that you get from your downline, it's multiplied twice. So if you're getting 20 RC from your downline structure, it becomes it helps you charge 40. It gives you 40, and that will go towards your TFA charging.
Okay, Sergeant Meng, I'll just show the viewers my back office to show where they can see their rank as well.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if you click on invite in your back office, and you'll see your rank there, your current rank elite. Okay, the mine's elite. So that's where it says novice, expert, elite, or master, or so forth. Okay. Do you want to talk this through, Meng?
Okay. Are you logging in?
Yeah, I'm on the screen. Requirements for the next level. It's active users, T1, T2, and your. It's just explaining what they need to acquire for the next levels.
Yeah. So to move on to the next one, you guys can see where it says requirements for the next level. So what Kevin has right now is 2 active members on his first tier. He needs 3 more active users to get to the next rank, as well as the tier 2 and tier 3 downlines. He has 3 active, within that rank structure that needs to. So he needs 7 more. So
Yeah.
once he gets those members staken, he also it's the other requirement is has to stake on an industrial age. So purchase industrial land and industrial minimum. You don't have to stake the full amount. It's just the minimum that you have to stake. So the 501, put that 501 in there, and that will then qualify you guys for that next status, that next rank. So very, very doable. It doesn't require a large team to move up in rank. Gives you a bigger tier structure to receive daily rewards.
And that green bar there, guys, it shows you the requirements for the next level. That's your progress bar. So it clearly shows that I'm about the third of the way up at 31%. So I've just got to work on my T1, my T2 and 3, get a few more members on them layers, on them tiers, and then purchase that industrial age plot. So that's where you find your ranking, your current ranking. You go to your invite tab and it's there, guys. Okay. All right, Sergeant Meng, was that all
Yep.
you wanted to
So
demonstrate today?
yeah, so guys, so just remember that the ranking system isn't a race. It's really a voyage of discovery. Move at your own pace, explore on, explore side paths, enjoy the scenery. Every step earns you rewards and brings you closer to your your goal. Um One other thing too, most importantly is having fun. Daoversal is your playground, your canvas, your cosmic sandbox. Explore, experiment, and let your Daoversal spirit shine. So with that, I leave you with this final message. The stars are within reach. Explorers, go claim your place among them.
Excellent, Sergeant Meng. Many thanks for that. Hope the viewers understood all that. It can soon it can be a little bit confusing at times, but don't worry, guys. We're always available if you get to any of that stage and you feel you need assistance. Somebody's always available in the group. So thanks, Sergeant Meng, for that. Sergeant Deborah, would you like to add anything at this point before we offer people to put their hands up and ask any questions they may have?
Yes, I would love to. Also, thank you so much, Sergeant Meng. That was well presented. And I would also advise members that it is very important to understand the tire structure. He explained it very well. It was clear and it was, pretty much of a sense as in how it works. So for a member that is charging the TFAs with additional products, that's where the importance is, because you will be understanding also the figures, you will be understanding how it corresponds with the tire structure. The system will elaborate more on those figures when you are actually exploring the product. And it will also calculate your earnings and add it to the TFA. So a group structure is very important, but you need to understand what is a tire structure and how it benefits your charging to the TFA, and also your potential growth within the ecosystem itself, not just about TFA.
Okay, guys.
All right,
Anybody
that's just
have
my
any
input.
questions? Sorry, Deborah, go ahead.
Yeah, that was just my input to emphasize on that one.
Excellent. I'm just having a quick check through the chat box. Everything looks in hand there. I think any questions have already been answered. So any viewers have any questions regarding any aspect? It doesn't have to be about what we've presented this evening. Any questions? The floor's always open. Just raise your hand and we'll bring you on to ask your questions. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the chat room that needs responding to. Not there. Okay, Meng, how have you been getting on with everything this week? There's been a lot happening with the AP2K and upgrades. There's a few things that I did want to mention as well. So how have you been? Over to you, Meng. How have you been getting on this week? Okay.
It's good. The AP2K it's an exciting package. It allows more members to come on board and utilize what Daoversal has to offer. I'm hoping that they do come out with some smaller packages to help the global community, the members that have a smaller package. Because I know Joan at one point was talking about 500 and 1,000. So we'll take it a step at a time and see exactly what they have on store for us.
Yeah, sure, no problem. No problem. Yeah, the couple of things that I wanted to get in before I forget. Um, the Christmas period, another Christmas box at Daoversal are offering all members, so everybody can take advantage of this for all USDT deposits onto the Daoversal platform. Daoversal are going to give you 5% free. Okay. So if you, let's say you deposit 100 USDT, you'll get 5 USDT free. Okay. And that's for any USDT deposits. Okay. And that's on all three networks as well, I believe, TRC, ERC, and BEP20. Okay. You don't have to do anything. As soon as you put it on, it arrives there. And I've seen this work myself. That campaign or that offering, it was opened on the 15th of December. So it started 2 days ago. It's actually operational now. And that runs out on the 1st of December, the 1st of January. Okay. So you've got a good couple of weeks. Any deposits onto the Daoversal platform get a 5% bonus. That's great, Meg. That's a wonderful Christmas box
It's
for many
huge.
people.
And so for the users, you could also withdraw from your own Daoversal account back right into your deposit account, and you can also, and that also qualifies for that 5%. So
It
it's
does.
huge, and you guys got to remember this 5%. In reality, by the time you're done getting paid out. If you stake it on a 3 in a bronze or higher land, that gives you a 3x return on that 5%. So let's put it this way: for $100, you get $5 out of it. You stake,
Yep.
you stake it on a bronze land or higher. That $5, by the time you're done paying out on that, it's $15. So it's really, in reality, it would be like 15%. So it's huge.
There's so many opportunities to multiply your assets on this platform. It's mind blowing. It really is. Just to cover a question, and Sergeant Deborah has answered it, but I'll say it for the benefit of the viewers. Can a member purchase one plot from all the different categories? Stone, bronze, iron, electric, and industrial? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But don't forget, guys, there's a campaign on at the moment where land plots can be purchased 2 stone, 12, let me get this right, 12 bronze, 9 iron, and 5 electric, 5 industrial. I think I've got them the wrong way around, but industrial and electric, 5 of each as well. So, yeah, everybody can take advantage of that if they want to. But don't forget, when the 3x, it goes back to the 1 of each. Okay. Yeah, great point, Meg. Absolutely. And good evening, Winnie. I see you've made it. Nice to see you on board. Okay, the next Christmas bonus. We're full of Christmas bonuses tonight, Meg. Christmas bonus. Another one is for the purchase of bronze plots. Now, I do believe this one starts tomorrow. Okay. For anybody that purchases a bronze plot or above. So this doesn't apply for stone plots, only bronze and above. Okay. And that can be minimum or maximum. It doesn't matter. For any member that purchase a bronze plot or above, they are entitled to a mystery box every day for the Christmas campaign. Okay. Now, those mystery boxes, you get one a day. And those mystery boxes will contain anywhere between 1 DU and 5 DU. Okay, free. You just open the box. Now, there are some terms and conditions where they don't accumulate. Now, we do understand that to be, if you don't open it today, you won't get an additional one tomorrow. You'll have the same one from today. You'll have to open that before you get another one. Do you agree with that, Meng? I think that's the way we've
Yeah,
interpreted that. Yeah.
that's what I
Okay.
interpret, that if you don't open today,
Mhm.
it doesn't accumulate till tomorrow, and then whatever you get for tomorrow, you basically lose today's box if you don't open it today. Is basically
Exactly.
what
That's
it is.
right. That's right. Now, I was thinking about this earlier on, guys. There's no hands up yet, is there? No. I was thinking about this earlier, guys. Now, even if you wanted to purchase the smallest bronze plot, Now that would be 101 DU. Okay. That would allocate you a free mystery box for, let me give you the dates. It was the 18th of December, so that's tomorrow, until the 1st of January. So that gives us about 2 weeks, something like that, yeah? So if you accumulated every single mystery box, you could stack that on top of your bronze plot and increase the value. Like Meng, there you go. Sergeant Meng's nodding his head, he knows. We've both got that
Yep.
tactic going where you look and you speculate to accumulate. I think that's what I'm looking for. So every day, as long as you log in every day, which you will be doing, hopefully, for your TFA pack or AP pack, as we know them now, check your mystery box out. If you're the lucky one and get 5, pile it on. It's only got to be 10% above your staking amount in order to be able to top it up. So yeah, so another wonderful idea, another wonderful Christmas gift from Daoversal. I mean, come on, man, can they even offer us anything better than this?
This is exciting. Very, very exciting. I mean, these are some great promotions, you know.
They are. They
And
are.
there is a poll out too, guys. So everybody needs to go to Delvoy. Oh, not. I don't know if there's a poll out yet. I know they're talking about. They want people to express what their feelings about transfers of planets. So head over to Delvoice and
Oh,
and voice your opinion.
that's right. On the Daoversal Dow Voice Telegram group,
Yes.
Buddykins, can you share that in the chat box, the Dow Voice link, so that anybody that's not registered with that or joined it, please do, because like our call on Friday, the Metaverse Mastermind show, we highlighted the fact that your voice is valuable. Daoversal are making value out your voice. They're giving us the very things. Where do you think the AP2K came from? That was born from the members' voice, or voices, should I say. They don't want to make all the decisions. They want us to make those decisions. And I think that's a wonderful opportunity for all members. I mean, men, going back all these months back into the hyper days, we never had a say, did we? Never got
Nope.
asked anything. It was just a case of, well, that's what you've got, crack on. If you take part, you take part. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
Now these guys are asking us, what do you want to take part in? What would you like next? So we've got some great opportunities with Daoversal. Thanks, Buddykins. We've got the Daoversal Community Hub, Daoversal
And
Voice.
one more thing too, for Voice. If you haven't joined that group yet, please do so. All it takes is joining that group, being active within that group, like their posts, going in, interacting within the post itself. This gives you a chance to win 50 DU every week.
Yeah.
It gives you a chance to win 50 DU. And that 50 DU is not just only 50 DU, it becomes, 3x once you top up, your bronze or whatever land you have, or if you save that to like what Coach was talking, what he wrote in there, you can withdraw it out back into your deposit address and then utilize your HPT on top of that to purchase a bronze, to help you purchase a bronze land or higher. And the rewards on that is much more significant because now your 10% of the HPT applies towards that land. So take advantage of everything you can.
Well, there is a bit of a process here, Meng, because if members worked it out, it's not real difficult maths to work it out how much HPT they could use to purchase a minimum stone plot. But don't forget, if you're depositing on, you could actually reduce it by 5%, because don't forget, you're getting 5% as well. So that would save you as well. So there's your 5% plus your HPT, yeah, plus your mystery boxes. And then if you join our voice and win that 50, oh my gosh, can you imagine how much? And then you get a 3x on your bronze plot. I mean, guys, seriously, you can't get any better than that, can you? So a
Then
bit
we
of
have
math.
a handful. think
Say
about this.
again, Mick, sorry.
We have a handful of people that won that is on this call right now. I was
Yeah.
one of the people that won. The general won. We got
I did.
Chris.
Yeah, Chris did.
Chris
Winnie.
won. We got Sergeant Deborah. Winnie.
Yeah.
Winnie won. And I
So
think
this
that might
is
be
not
it.
a this
Right?
is not a difficult
Yep.
not a difficult thing to do, guys. This is just basically getting on there, chatting, hit us up, chat to us, ask us a question, get involved. We will answer. We monitor these groups every single day. So if anybody wants a chance of being active on there, and you see General Kev, Sergeant Meng, Private Winnie, Sergeant Deborah, anybody like that, talk to us, send us a post on those groups, ask us a question. We'll reply. It'll increase the engagement and encourage more activity. That's the idea, is to encourage more engagement, because that's ultimately what Daoversal are looking for. Engagement is more valuable at this stage of the game than put funding on the platform. Am I right, Meng?
Yep. Totally get it. It is.
Absolutely.
Engagement
Absolutely.
is the one of the main things.
Okay.
So it's our voice too, guys. We have to remember our voice matters. When they have these polls, I suggest to always, take advantage of these polls because, all these polls that they came out with already, I mean, they've been acting upon it, and it's the voice of the people, the voice of the members. So, you know, whatever you guys want, put your opinions in the chat in Dell Voice. Management is looking at that stuff, and they're looking at that stuff every single day. So, you know, and we'll push on certain things that you guys want to. If you guys want to see certain things, we'll talk to management and see if we can get those polls coming up. So
They do
let's
monitor
let's
these
uh let's have
groups.
fun doing this.
They do post in these groups as well.
Yeah.
I've spotlighted Winnie. Good evening, Winnie. Can I ask you, because it slipped my mind, which poll is active now? You put there is a poll. Which poll is active now? I've had that much going on over the last couple of days. I've slipped my mind which one's active. In the chat box, you put there is a poll. Can you not speak? You should be able to speak.
Have you?
Why
Okay. Yeah, it's the planet
can.
transfer poll. There is a poll for planet transfers. That was the one I was
Planet
going to
transfer.
say.
Oh, that was right.
I was
Yeah.
also going to say there's one of their polls. They did say it was a yes/no poll, but they also said if you don't have to agree, and if it's not yes or no, it's something else, then you just put a comment in.
That's it.
As you say, they're just open to hearing whatever you want to say.
Okay. Well, this is definitely a step forward, because I understood this from the white paper that further down the line, I didn't expect it to happen so soon, but further down the line, it was, I'm sure I read it in the white paper, where the ability to build up a planet with stone plots or bronze plots or what have you was available, and then you could sell it to other people or exchange it to other people. But I didn't realize I was going to do it so quick. I thought that was going to be in stage 2, but obviously they're flying ahead quicker than we expected them to.
Yeah, that was pretty
that
quick.
what you guys understand? Because there's a bit of confusion, I noticed. A lot of people didn't know what it meant. What does it mean, transfer a planet? But I think that's what we think.
Okay, say for instance, you've got no planets at all, and I had 6, and it was your birthday or something like that. I said, yeah, have a planet. They're looking at the opportunity for me to pass the ownership of that planet to you, for instance. I don't know how they're going to do it. Have you got any idea, mate?
Not yet. I'll talk to my assistants on that.
Yeah.
And get a better understanding of how they're gonna implement that.
Yeah, because that popped up from nowhere. There's not really a lot of information regarding that, but yeah, it's a good one. Can one use DU from deposit account to purchase land? Yep. If yes, how does one go about doing so? Just as normal. It depends. Is it stone land or bronze land? Because don't forget, bronze land, you can use HPT tokens as well. So yeah, DU from your deposit account is from USDT that you've put from external sources. So that's where your DU from your deposit account comes from. In the back office, if you're purchasing a plot of land, you get two options. You can purchase from your deposit account or from your rewards account. Okay. So yeah, simple as that. I don't know what Martin means about how does one go about it. Do you mean how do you find somebody's plot or planet, should I say? Yeah. Can you explain a little bit more about that, Martin? We'll try and help you with that. So, Winnie, have you kept up with all these brilliant Christmas offerings this week?
You just about, yes. Yes.
It's
Yeah.
exciting, and if you do it in the right steps and the right process, like I said to Meng, you can make quite a significant saving, and significant 3x out of your own doing. You just plan it on a piece of paper and work out the maths, and it's quite easy.
Fantastic. Yes, I've made a deposit and I've moved some from another account. So tomorrow I'm all ready to buy some more land and top ups some more land. And open a box, a mystery box. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys,
there
isn't a volume on Zoom, is there? Because I'm having problems with my volume. There isn't a specific volume for Zoom,
Not
is
for
there?
Zoom, no. Just
Oh.
have to turn your main volume up, I think. I'm going to check that.
Okay. I
Audio.
mean, how you get the DU across to pay for the land. Okay, so any exchange, any MetaMask or anything like that, it's USDT. Let me share my screen and show you guys. Are you all right there? You're not going to run off, are you guys? Okay. Can you see my screen, sir? Okay, so if I go into assets, and what you would do from your MetaMask or exchange or wherever you wanting to send your USDT, what you would do, you would look at your DU, go to your assets folder, go to your deposit account, and you need your wallet address. Okay, so you choose the DU, you go across, and there's your 5% rewards. Okay, so don't forget, every dollar that you put in, every amount that you put in, you get a 5% bonus on that. Now, if you click deposit, it'll take you to the deposit page. Now, this is the bit you've got to be careful with, guys. It'll only accept USDT. When it comes onto the platform, it is automatically turned into DU tokens. You don't have to do that. It's done automatically. Now you have to work out which network is compatible with your wallet or your exchange. Okay. Now the three that are possible are TRC, the Tron network, BEP20, which is the Binance Smart Chain network, or ERC20, which is the Ethereum network. Personally speaking, the TRC20 and the BEP20 are cheaper. I gave an example on Friday where I was going to move, I think it was $100 on any one of these networks, and I did a quote on all of them. I think it was BEP20 was somewhere around 80 cents, TRC20 was $1, but ERC20 was $20 for the same transaction. So be very careful, but make sure you get the right network for the wallet that you're using. Okay, so let's see if you was using MetaMask, which is a BEP20. Say you're using the Binance Smart Chain, you would select the BEP20, and then you would copy that address there. And that's the address that you would put into your MetaMask in order to send USDT to your deposit account. Okay. After 24 hours, you will see it in here. Okay. Don't forget, guys, assets tab, your deposit account. That's where you'd see your DU. Okay. Now, if you was going to buy some land, I'll just go through this procedure as well. If I do it with, I think I might be able to do it with bronze or something like that. That's it. Electric stone. Here's a bronze. So you choose the planet that you're looking for. You click on subscribe. Okay. In fact, let me choose a planet if you've got the specific coordinates. Now, let me use mine, but I do know that there's 2 galaxies, so I've got 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, this confused me for a start because mine is 420, the coordinates, but I'm on the M1 galaxy. Okay. And then Fenella 1, she bought a stone plot as well. The coordinates are 420, and I thought, well, you can't do that because I've got 420, but she can because she's in the M2 galaxy. Okay, so you choose the one that you're looking for. Okay, let me look at a Bronze Age. You click on subscribe. You confirm it if that's not your referrals upline for that particular plot. Now, this is where you can choose where to purchase from. If you've put USDT on the system and you are looking at using those DU credits from your deposit account, you leave that highlighted, okay? But you can add HPT if it's a bronze plot or higher. On Stone Age, you don't get that option. You will only get DU, okay? And then you put in the amount that you want to stake and click subscribe now. Now, the other alternative is if you've got a bronze plot and it's already giving you daily rewards and you want to purchase another one, click on rewards account. Okay. Now, this is where you can't use HPT. Okay. So your rewards are only paid from your DU rewards as well. Okay. So that's another way of subscribing if you want to use your rewards account balance. Okay. Hopefully that's gone through. So don't forget, guys, there's your deposit account and your rewards account. Okay, there's $67 in there. So I could actually do one myself, but you can use that. If they're in RC tokens, you can easily use the transfer and the exchange to swap them into DU tokens. In fact, let me do one now. You transfer all those RC tokens. Click on all, click on confirm, and that sent them to the exchange. Okay, you click on the exchange, and what you do, you tell the exchange how many. So that's 51.0664. So that's all of them, and I want to swap them all into DU. So you sell your RC. There's a small gas fee for that. Okay, that works out about 10 cents. So that's quite acceptable. You confirm it. You put in your transaction password and you click OK. Okay, the swap has been successful. At that point, you then have to find them. So you go back to your assets tab. But at this stage, you'll have a look in your exchange account because don't forget you've just exchanged them. So click on your exchange account and they are currently in DU credit. So you need to transfer them to your rewards account. Okay. So click on all, click on confirm, and then you can go back to your assets rewards account and they're all in DU credits there. Look, they've swapped them from RC to DU. Okay, so you could then use them to purchase land plots or withdraw them, at which point you would need your TRC20 withdrawal address. Now, currently I've been using OKX and KuCoin, so it's entirely up to you, but make sure you get the network right, guys. Click TRC and then you need your wallet address in there. And I think I think the fee is 3DU for any withdrawals. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen. Okay, did that come across okay, Winnie? All right.
Yep. Yep. We've got very quick at doing it. I was thinking we're a bit slower, I think, for people doing
Yeah,
it
sorry
first
if that
time.
was
That
a little bit fast. Don't forget, guys, this is recorded on YouTube on the Bureau of Forefront YouTube channel. So if any of these, and I do apologize, yes, you are right, Winnie. Sometimes I can do it quick because I'm used to doing it. So if you guys want to go through that process again, don't forget Bureau of Forefront YouTube channel. This will be recorded under the live section where you can go back and watch that. Okay. No hands up tonight. We must have been absolutely fantastic in our presentation. That's all I can say. Okay, Meng, have you got anything else to bring up? I think I've covered everything.
Yeah, I think we covered everything for right now.
Sorry, the AP2K packs. I think I did mention this, but I have had a lot of inquiries about the sold out status. The AP2K packs are replenished every 24 hours. In the UK, that's at 8 p.m. And I did try and work this out. I think that's 10 p.m. Africa, if Sergeant Deborah can confirm. And is that 3 p.m. EST, 2 p.m.
3 p.m.
CST?
EST or 2 p.m. CST. So
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
yeah,
The time zones are
7
slowly
minutes
sinking
ago
in.
they were available.
It doesn't help when the UK decide to send it back an hour when I'm just starting to get used to these time zones. It totally threw me. So, Deborah, I do believe 8 p.m. is 10 p.m. Africa. Is that correct? Where's Deborah?
For Africa, that's 10 p.m.
Yeah, 2 hours in from the UK now, aren't you? Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, Deborah, did you want to add any more to this evening's call?
Very informative, and we had awesome participants. Surely they are learning. And then I just want to add with the last one that was added, the AP2K, which is a 2000 DC, that is available every single day. It is replenished on the system. However, most people that already have a pack running, they won't see it as available. But if a new person registers and move their assets to the platform, they'll be able to purchase it immediately.
That's a very good point, because I did get asked, which one shall I get? And I said, all users have that, all new users, all new members have that choice of AP2K or AP5K, one or the other. And if they choose AP2K, oh, sorry, AP5K first, they can then go for AP2K afterwards, or the other way around. It doesn't matter, but you can't have them both at the same time. Okay. Any questions whatsoever before we wrap it up? It's 8:30. We've done an hour and a half. I'm getting a bit croaky, so I'll need another brew soon. Always like the brew. And thank you, Meng, for your input this evening. It's very enlightening and helpful for members to know how they can start those steps, because we all start with baby steps. I think that's the best way with this platform, because some parts of it can be quite complex. When you're looking at big generative rewards and so forth, and then you look at all the different the unique daily release rates, that's when people start to get quite confused. So what we do is just start with the basics, and then we learn that a little bit more as we work on, as we build it up. So, I mean, it's an education for us even, isn't it, Winnie? We've learned a lot. We're still learning. We're learning together. So there's no hands up, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a brew.
Yes.
Poet, and I didn't know it. All right, Meng, any last words before we call the meeting to a close, sir?
Yeah. So, like I always say, by showing up today or hitting that play button on YouTube, You're demonstrating dedication to yourself and your team. So, what you do with this knowledge is entirely up to you in terms of moving forward within this space. So, stay plugged in, continue to educate yourself, and let's move forward together.
Thank you very much, Meng. Sergeant Deborah, have you got anything to? I can't spotlight you, Sergeant Deborah, because your webcam's not on.
Yeah. Okay, just to add one more thing, by continuing to educate ourselves, because that's the journey in the ecosystem, we also putting ourselves in the chance of educating even new members that we are inviting on board. Okay, so if we are more advanced, those members will be more interested in the products that are offered there and to journey along with us. That we are hyper members, but new members as in coming for the first time on the platform or on the ecosystem. It's better to put ourselves in advance with knowledge so that we can train and educate new members as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I can't agree more with you, Deborah. This is what I've seen from the start of the Bureau doing these training sessions. We've seen some big leaders coming across, and even they are struggling with some aspects of this ecosystem. And I think it's extremely important to keep coming back to the training sessions, because nobody learns everything the first time round, not even us guys. Yeah, we can go over things a number of times. We're lucky because we've got a fantastic team with the Bureau, and we contribute our efforts every day. So some days I'm on form, some days I'm not, and other people are on form in the group, and we can help each other to understand this ecosystem and everything that they give us, that offer on the table. So my advice for this evening is, yes, definitely, even if you think you know everything that you've learned tonight, come again next week. I bet you'll learn something else. Over to you, Winnie.
What can I add to that? Except keep coming back and bring a friend and tell people about it, and join Voice as well. And yeah, open your mystery boxes tomorrow.
And I'll just add a comment in the group from Martin. Thank you very much for the information shared here today. Very informative. With this training, I will purchase a piece of land. Once again, keep up the good work. And I hope that piece of land brings you great fame and fortune, sir. And anytime. And like I say, guys, even if you come up with something tomorrow and think, I didn't quite catch that in that training session, we're always available on Telegram or Discord. Hit us up. There's always somebody available to answer your questions. All right. There's more people coming on board. And you know what? Some of you guys will be there soon, because we're seeing it all the time. Members that are just basic members that didn't know how to, go forth into the platform, they are flying now. They are flying, and it's unbelievable. It's brilliant to watch basic members that needed a lot of assistance when they first come on the platform now taking charge and not even asking, and just going on the groups and answering questions. It's fantastic, guys. And this is what we want from each and every one of you, have that ability to do it. And if we can help you guys do it and make great fame and fortune, then we've done our job. Okay. All right, guys, love you and leave you, and we'll see you again next Sunday. You take care now.